That's a kill.
He used the phase shift to charge on in. We'll take some tower shots here. TP coming in from Sanking. Kuro needs to not get caught with the Burrow Strike. The body block there. Tomato went aggressive. The balls on this man. Was that really the play? Miracle is chasing under the tower. Goes to the blink strike, and Tomato needs to juke this one. One more right click. He does get a phase shift off. He's trying to get around the tree. GH is there. Gets the first blood. Oh Tomato, you madman.
That was
Orbs in aggressively. Did Queen Tekka TP in, or did he just rotate? He's looking for a revenge kill.
Queen Tekka TP'd in.
Oh my.
I don't think he expected the second mana for a Power Strike. Otherwise, that play probably would have worked.
Yeah, Sanking had the boots and everything. He could have tried to.
This is the 3-man hit lane.
Sanking orbs in. They go on him because of this.
Oh, the tether broke.
He's going to turn around. He wants this Io kill, and GH is going to go down. It was a bait. Matthew was there ready. Could they get another kill here? Kuro could get caught by a Burrow Strike to pull this one up. Tomato phase shift dodges the Cycling Dagger. There's going to be a Burrow Strike, and this is going to be a double kill for Tomato. Great play. You talk about Matthew and how good he can be, and we're seeing it again here. He's got another Burrow Strike, but here comes the Io. Be a little bit careful.
Yeah. The what? It's the IO plus free.
They want to stop Miracle. They know he's farming well. They're coming in to try and deal with him. GH is there to try and back him up from behind. He is healing him up, has a couple bottle charges, even a Fairy Fire. And it looks like Miracle's trying to think about turning this one around. Needs to be careful. GH is running a bit low on heals. There's going to be another Burrow Strike. The charge coming through, catches all three. This is looking bad for Infamous. Liquid get themselves a silencer kill, and it's the GH IO backing up Miracle. Once the IO tethered him, you're like, you know he's going to live, but what you don't expect is for him to go back in aggressively, but he did just that, found some kills. He's looking for more kills with the help of IO. They're going to get the rune at bottom. Queen Tekka does manage to get press the attack to get out of there, and Martu's be careful. TP in from the Juggernaut. There is an Omni Slash to go with this one. There's going to be a Dream called the Blade Fury. Martu in trouble. Can the IO save him? That's the big question here. Martu's trying to go to the left side. Doesn't break the Dream Call. He gets out of there, and it's again GH bailing his buddies out. Benjaz does not have mana for an Omni Slash just yet, has it in a couple of seconds, but Liquid have numbers. Miracle's rotate in from the mid lane. He gets a kill. Will not find Benjaz, it looks like. Does manage to skip out of there. Tomato going to orb himself away, but he gets caught by the charge as well as Miracle's Dagger, and this is going to be a dead puck by the looks of things. One more right click from Miracle. Doesn't quite get the Stifling Dagger. Will, as he finished him off, and now Matthew in trouble. Liquid, GH, so impactful. He does end up going down to press the attack, but what aggression coming out from here in the early game. This LC looks done for as they will chase him down, bring him down. When you talk about how impactful Matthew's been for Infamous, it's IO, it's GH, who's just been everywhere he needs to back his teammates up, even lead the aggression. He has been so well positioned on this IO.
Oh,
that was Miracle blinking in! Oh, from the high ground, they were there ready. The Global Sun's there, but Miracle's still alive, and here's GH ready to save the day.
Oh,
as the turnaround could come in from this one. Martu even rotating into the bottom lane. Kuro's low, but he gets to back. And followed up by a root. Everything going against Matthew here. The orb is not going to reach Kuro. He goes to the charge, does die to the right click from Tomato, and Matthew's actually still alive. This could end up okay. Benjaz going to rotate it again. This time he does have an Omni Slash. Can he get it off? He needs to find a target. Will find GH. 1, 2, 3 slices. It's enough to get the kill, and Infamous managed to bounce back, find the team fight they were looking for. Matthew's not done, has another Burrow Strike, wants Mind Control. Charge will go through, catches just one as Tomato did manage to dodge it. The orb will go through as well, gets another kill or two. Liquid, suddenly the aggression gets a bit too much. Ultra kill for Tomato.
Yeah, I didn't realize that they spent all their scores.
I don't know, you can't actually check as observer anymore about the number of smokes left, but they used 2 in a row. At most they have 1 smoke. I want to say it feels like they don't have any.
They should have 1 smoke. Silence?
Not in.
Sanky have
every ulti.
Once the bear has radiance, the bear will push out, the pet bear will push out one lane. Then Daxia's Arusha will be shopping out lane. So yeah, it'll be quite easy for Liquid to look for.
Oh, go in, Burrow Strike will catch the IO behind the charge, goes through. They're trying to get the kill with the Jewel here, but here comes GH. He's healing them up from behind. It's going to be LC who ends up going down. Jugs on the side comes a bit too late with a few too many creeps and Mind Control. Dropping items in the middle of the fight just to get that extra bit of value. Dreamfell now going to catch 2. Benjaz does not have any spells here. Could look to right click his way through this one, but Feels like he may need a Blade Fury to actually be able to turn and fight.
Oh, this is bad. This
Yeah,
is
gonna
really
come
bad.
back in. Banjaz puts down the healing ward, has a Blade Fury to try and get away perhaps. Matthew gonna blink in Boris, like they realize they have to go on this IO. Can they actually bring him down? 1 or 2 more right clicks will be enough. Matthew gets the kill. The sentry's there though. He's gonna pop out of the sandstorm. Ends up going down the puck in trouble. Root into Savage Roar with a charge. Gets chain disabled and brought down.
Yeah, that initiation was not very good from Infamous. I think they needed to focus on the IO. The Sand King stunned like 2 heroes. He stunned the IO and the PA, and the LC did not actually duel the IO. He actually dueled the PA, and he couldn't kill any of the heroes there.
The IO was like, yeah, very far forward. Now, talk about GH's positioning. It felt like that was a moment in time where they could actually...
Oh, Banjaz.
Gets rooted in the Blade Fury. No escape for you, my friend. And they're forward.
This is their timing. Radiant, Smack, that's all done.
And they're, even though Global's back up, Infamous have not had time to regroup and reset. They're actually going to go high ground. Jug's dead for 35. There's no Silencer, no Global. They've just taken advantage of Infamous kind of trickling in one by one, punishing small little mistakes, and it just goes from bad to worse. The Glyph comes out. Liquid may back off and go for Roche instead.
They don't have much more time. Once the Roshan is down, they're still gonna have to try and take the fight, you know, because eventually the push will come, the high ground push.
This moment where they're gonna be too late.
They have to try and fight.
Banjaz TP's in, but they seem to give it overward. Banjaz vacuum, caught in the combo. Mind control from the trees, gets a great initiation. The Boris with the global silence is, well, no global silence doesn't actually come out. It's just the puck silence, and this is looking really bad for Infamous. They do manage to get 3 kills out of it, so maybe not as bad as it initially felt with that Darkseid combo. Miracle wants to clean up here, but it's Tomato's puck trying to TP out, none successful. Miracle with an ultra kill.
I don't 3 up the hero, sorry. Relocate?
Not too bad. Topdeck gets a kill on the Legion Commander. Looks like Team will go down, and Matthew's gone in trying to bail his buddy out. The sentry's already there. And that Sandstorm will do nothing to help him out. You can see Infamous realizing things are not going according to plan as they bust out the chat wheel. High ground. Matthew's got a Master and is queued up. Spare gets headed up. GH gonna help heal it, give it some extra attack speed. Melt the buildings here. This is very problematic. Without a Glyph, this is just going to be a straight up Rax by the looks of things. The Bear will finish off the melee Rax, and Miracle is actually going in pretty deep here with the Aegis, not too afraid. Will end up blinking out. The Burrow Strike only catches the Bear with the PA, not the target you want to go on, but the vacuum turnaround is better. Matthew's Burrow Strike initiation, it looks like he's going to go down. A bash from Kuro. Matthew trying to heal himself back up, has the healing ward to help him out, and he is staying alive for the time being. And maybe Kuro overextending him. Matthew does use the Miracle TA.
They really want that Sand King.
Yep. They pay the price though. Silence with the Jewel. Zaxi goes down, and Infamous. Good chase for more here. Miracle may have an Aegis, but his teammates do not. GH tether away. Gonna be close. Savage Roll may be needed. He gets the relocate out. He's back to base.
That, did he just Omni the Lone True Bear? He just Omni the bear.
Do what you gotta do. Axelling out, forced to back off. Miracle get that kill, and back comes GH, ready to help his buddy out after a little fountain strip. Banjaz, ooh, the crits. One more crit, and that would have been all over Red Rogue on the hand. Tomato wants a courier, it looks like. Will he find it?
Radiant's courier has been
not responding to that one. Messy situation going on, and while that's happening, here comes Kuro and Miracle. Taking T3 Cal. Miracle's like, oh yeah, I still have my Aegis. Let's just blink in. He's kind of alone here, and that will be a dual kill. His teammates are he's got one teammate nearby in the Spirit Breaker. Io's nearby as well now, but 2 teammates are not anywhere nearby. It looks like they're going to go looking for that Io. Kuro's there as well. The Io's already dead, and perhaps Liquid getting a bit too overconfident with the lead they've accrued, because this is definitely some aggression that's being slightly punished, but with the buyback from Kuro, it does look like Liquid can hold their ground, continue to fight. Miracle gets himself a double kill. He's godlike. He wants more. Banjaz needs to get himself back to the fountain. Has got a Mantis style. Will get himself back there with the help of it. Buyback will come. It's a duel. They really want this Miracle duel. They're going to get it off of that buyback. Tomato's chasing for more. Does not have a Dream Call. Stop. Keep me out.
Okay, that was just a casual fountain dive. so they didn't get the rack.
Yeah,
They come in and
Radiant's top
then
tower
you just like try to relocate and try to save them.
Dire's bottom tower is under
they are sieging with the bear and it is doing a hell of a lot of damage.
Yeah, the Dunk still has the 3-star pilot so that you can actually counter initiate once they come in.
Bear does get purged, so loses that attack speed buff, but the power still goes down. He needs some healing, and yeah, GH is like, alright, I'll treat this bear like it's a hero.
I mean, at this point, the hero is not the hero.
Bear gonna TP back, try and heal itself back up. It actually cancels it as the fight breaks out. Infamous have actually initiated here. They take down the IO and then the PA. Great start to the fight. But are not out of the woods just yet. The vacuum comes in after the fight has already kind of started to go Infamous's way. The buyback from the Sand King, he really wants to make sure this fight goes well. Matu is being chased down the jug with the purge. It's going to be enough. Benji is getting very low though and will go down. Kuro's there with the charge. Hugs still looking to clean up. Will take out Mind Control and Liquid. 1 kill away from a team wipe. Axel will get away from the Spirit Breaker and Kuro goes down. The Sand King buyback, well worth it in the end. Axel, oh, he dies to the Adaxia illusion.
Because they already have a Solar Crest on the bear, right? The bear has a Solar Crest.
Well, defending gets a bit harder now with Aegis. Oh, this
Radiant
Shadow Blade, I don't know if it's being scattered or they realize Benjis is just invis in. We'll find Kuro, who's going to go and does come out of the invis. Unfortunately, they maybe weren't ready to fight this one. Benjis forced to scurry away. The Global Silence not used to fight, but to flee. GH is still being focused here. Has the Glimmer Cape to help a little bit to heal himself back up and actually relocates himself back to Fountain. By himself, can Infamous punish it? Doesn't look like it. Benjis scouted things out, but didn't find a good target to go on. Kuro needs to be a little bit careful as he does charge with the high ground Miracle. Gonna go back to focusing objectives. No glyph just used, no glyph now. Once that ends, and the problem is these buildings will melt with the Spirit Bear. They have to deal with that bear somehow. In the backlines it is. Okay, they get Kuro with the Dagon Puck. Back in the base, the buildings are going down slowly. Duel coming out. Now they really want to get this kill to start things off. Miracle on through. Great center with the Pyro Strike, doing some good damage here, but it's still not looking to be enough. The bash through the Blade Fury. Vengeance somehow survives the Shadow Blade, as Matthew will also Pyro Strike his way out. Will still go down. Tomato gets himself a triple kill. Did not see where that last kill came in. He put Matu. Matu had a cheese. He did manage to use it and still go down. Infamous lose racks, do pick up some kills along the way. Somehow get out there. It is possible. They have got some good initiation tools.
Look at their wards though. They have 2 wards set up outside the lane, so they might be able to get a good opening here.
Multiple blinks.
Smoke, they have a smoke.
Global, they need to use it. They need to use it soon. Perhaps they're already a bit too late because PA is already in the buildings with an Aegis. Shadow Blade on in. This bear is going to be the big problem. They really kill Matu. It feels like the Jewel does go out onto him. Unfortunately, they've already lost the racks here. They will lose the LC and the Jewel. Not close to winning that one. The FPC on the backline doesn't do a whole lot. They get the video kill. They need damage for the main fight. And Infamous, they're crumbling. And game 1 goes away. Team Liquid. The expected result, perhaps not as smooth as expected. The kill score kind of speaks